Well, the story is 13-year-old Ronnie Rabinovitz, in which we see his friendship with Jack Kennedy and Jackie Robinson unfold in his living room. We found this interesting connection that Robinson was a Republican who supported Richard Nixon, and here was the Rabinovitz family supporting Jack Kennedy. And these two giant forces of the 20th century would meet in the living room under Ronnie's nose, and he would watch this politics and baseball and civil rights kind of unfold right before his eyes.
Hi, my name is Ronnie, and I'm from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. This is Sheboygan!
My name is Ronnie Rabinovitz, and I'm very excited about the whole thing.
I'm Jack Alexander, and I'm the lucky guy who gets to play Ronnie Rabinovitz. It's really fun, and the fact that he's a real person is what makes it even cooler. And the people he knew and the things he did were just amazing.
I was talking about Kennedy. Oh, Jackie. It's funny, I never noticed that before.
I have.
You have?
Yeah, Jack Kennedy, Jackie Robinson, two of my best friends.
My dad was the chief counsel for the United Auto Workers. And in 1958, the McClellan Committee, which was the Senate Rackets Committee, was investigating the Kohler strike in Washington, D.C. My dad went there for 8 weeks to these hearings, and Jack Kennedy was a senator on that committee. So they got to be very, very good friends. My dad was the actual person that convinced Jack Kennedy to run in the Wisconsin primary in 1960. So he took me out of high school off and on for 6 weeks during the primary. I was a gopher. We'd be up in his hotel suite, and he'd say, "Ronnie, get me the usual." And I'd run down the back steps to the hotel and go to the chef. And the usual was a cup of clam chowder soup, a peanut butter sandwich, and a glass of beer.
Jack Kennedy and my dad were friends.
Ronnie!
He had just announced that he was running for the President of the United States. My dad was way behind him, campaigning for him and all in Wisconsin, which turned out to be a pretty important state that year.
Ronnie, there you are. Would you mind getting me the huge?
Eric Simonson has done a good job of bringing humor into it by keeping it focused on Ronnie. So it's Ronnie's night. Ronnie's hero is here. Ronnie's mom and dad are trying to make everything go well. Maybe they're fighting. And just like Ronnie's real parents, they just go at it. They don't care if John F. Kennedy is in the room or if Jackie Robinson is in the room. They're, "Why do you want to get on it? Yeah, why?" Yeah.
Yes, I can sure use a burger. Charlotte!
What do you want me to do, Dad?
Charlotte!
Why?
Hold this open because it folds shut and then I can't read. Charlotte!
Why?
Could you get... Ronnie, go get your mother. Tell her I want to talk to her. I swear, Jackie, at the first... Ronnie, oh, wait. Phone.
And it's real. That part of it is really real. While the kid's like, I just wanted everything to go okay, you know.
Ronnie, come and help me in the kitchen.
Just a second.
Now.
I want to show Jackie something. Mom.
Come on, Charlotte. He'll be in a minute.
All right.
It's just that he never gets a
I
chance to
said,
see
all
him.
right, I'll
He's
do it
the
myself.
thing with the thing.
It's a whole different thing when you're taking him after baseball, and because now he's fully expressed. You know, he has the whole baseball experience behind him. And so what kind of man is that? And what does that voice sound like? And his charm and his intelligence and his wit. And he's got just wisdom, you know, not just because he had first of all, what he went through, but then how does he articulate that nowadays, or at least in 1960 where we're set. I don't know of any athletes that are outspoken and articulate to the way that he was in his time.
You remember the first time we met?
Yeah.
Down at County Stadium. That day was no different than any other. Folks calling names.
I guess I don't remember that part.
The man's got to build up a thick skin.
I guess yours is pretty thick.
And getting thicker every year.
Part of this story is about two historic figures befriending a boy. And there's some stuff in the show about, why me? Why'd you have friends with me? I'm just a kid from Wisconsin. But we have the opportunity to meet with the real person. And he is just as exceptional as they were. Both Kennedy and Robinson and Ronnie Rabinovitz have this depth. They're able to handle, in Kennedy's case, very serious gray your hair, you know, destroy your spine kind of issues with compassion and presence and poise. And I'd like to be able to do that.
We've got the Union boys on our side, and we can't let that waver.
Yes, I know these men. They are loyal.
I need your pull, David, your influence, and I'll need plenty of help when I get to Washington. Don't think I'll forget those who got me there.
I won't let you down, Jack.
He was my hero, really, my dad was. And this whole play is a way for me to honor him, because without him writing to Jackie at first, without him introducing me to Jack Kennedy, none of this would happen. And being adopted, I was very fortunate because I ended up in the right place.